Hello mates, welcome back to my channel. Today what are we gonna do? We are gonna look at Overwatch 2 beta mid-cycle patch on the 14th of July 2022. Yes, it's not the 14th of July anymore, but I do want to go over this, right? We are gonna test it out. We're gonna test the new patch, not in the game, but in practice mode, right? Practice range. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna see which one is best or not. So let's go with Doomfist, right? We're gonna start with tanks. Doomfist, he got a good buff, right? So power block, right? Power block now have the minimum damage to do the empower fist, right? Is now 90 damage. Instead of doing 100, it's 90. Big quicker to do it, right? To get your empowered fist. And with rocket punch, it used to be one person take 1 damage, right? The fourth person you hit would take the 4 damage. Now, if you hit person in the group, right? You hit someone in the group, all of them take the damage, not just the, not the one that you actually hit, right? All of them take the damage. That's a good buff for Doomfist, and make him much more better, a little bit more better. Alright, that's a good step in Doomfist. Now let's go to Junker Queen. So with Junker Queen, right, we got Commanding Shout. So it is a nerf, not for Junker Queen, but for allies, right? So Commanding Shout is now no longer 20 meters, now 15 meters, and the people, right, your allies, that's in the range of it will be a decay over health, right? So the over health will be decayed until the duration is gone, instead of having it until it's gone, right? And it lasts for about 5 seconds. And her range for her rampage is now into 5 meters instead of 6 meters. Alicia, right, fortified, no longer headshot, that's very good. And javelin spin is much more faster, a little bit. Instead of 40%, it's 50%. Good buff for both of them. And yeah, that is pretty much all of the tank, right? That's pretty much all the tank. Much needed buff and nerf, right? I do think Junker needed a nerf. Alicia needed a little bit buff. Now let's go to the damage, right? Alright, for damage, right, we got Sojourn, Railgun, Rate of Fire, have been reduced. Right, it was 15 per second, now it's 14 per second. And the out file, something different, right? So, the higher the levels, the bigger the beam is, right? The smaller the radius, right, the smaller the levels, the lower the radius is, right, of the beam. So it will be 0 if it's like really low, and at 100 it will be 0.1. There we go, right? For Symmetra, right, we got the photon projector out file. It is much quicker to charge it up, and it is much more faster, right? It is 0.5 seconds per meter. That is pretty fast. And teleporter is been buffed to 16 per second to 12 per second on cooldown. That's very much more faster. And now support Zenyatta. Reduce health, now back to 200 HP, right? And yeah, it's 200 HP for Zenyatta. And yeah, let's test it out. Let's test it out with Doomfist first, right? Doomfist, we're gonna check out his Empire block. So here we go. And I was late on that, but just want to know that, mates, it means that instead of having to use 100, taking 100 damage to get your empowerment, now you need 90 damage. It's much more less damage to empower your fist, to do more damage, be faster, and everything else, right? So we're gonna take a look at power, or the punch, right? The punch, and we do damage to all of them now. Instead of only one, all of them do the damage. That's very good for Doomfist. Make him a little bit more scarier. And the tried one again, it does not work. But tried it in the game, you probably will feel it. You get your Empowered Fist right away, and then you can probably use it, right? Now on to Junker Queen. The shout, look at it, right? It's decay now, right? Decay for 5 seconds. Well, not for 5 seconds, but at 5 seconds it's gone, right? And yeah, the radius been reduced from 20 to 15, and that was a big radius. And I do kind of like it been reduced to 20 to 15 meters now. It was kind of overpowered. Now it's much more bit balanced. I honestly think it needs to be even lower, but it's okay. And yeah, so now what are we gonna do? We're gonna look at her alt, right? We're gonna look at her alt and the radius, right? It was used to be 6 meters, now it's 5 meters. And I tried it. It doesn't feel like 6 meters, 5 meters. I don't know how it works, but I'm gonna use it right now, right? This should be 5 meters, right? You can look at the yellow line. Each one have, each yellow line is 5 meters, right? That's, so yeah. So I was like, alright, this is about 5 meters, so it should be fine. I used it, and look, I don't think it hit him. I don't think it hit the robot. So I don't know. I don't know. But you gotta try it, mates. You gotta try it in game and see how it feels for you. Oh, we see. Right, here we go. So, fortified, no longer headshot damage to you, no bonus damage. Very good. And for javelin spin is much more faster. This is a very big buff in my opinion. The biggest one is of course the headshot damage is gone now. I do feel like when it was on, it was just easy to take her out. Now it's much more difficult. And now we got sword on, right? So I tried it, right? So the fire rate, right, of course. The fire rate is pretty a little bit slow. You're honestly not gonna really feel it. It's just a little bit slow. I tried, using the alternate file, see if it's big or not, right? If it's a big, difference that you can see. It's not. You're not probably gonna, see the difference. Maybe, maybe not. I don't really play soldier on, but I don't feel no difference. So you may feel difference or not, right? We got Symmetro now. Teleporter, right? 12 seconds, a bit more faster. Not a bit more, a lot more faster. And the projectile do go a bit faster, a little bit. Do feel it, and it do charge up a little bit more faster. So that's pretty good. Good buff for her. And the last one, Zenyatta. Here we go. Yep, just 200 HP now. Yes, he got nerfed 200 HP. 225 is a bit too much, though. Take him down to 200 HP. And mates, that is pretty much it for the video. So mates, I hope you liked this video. And be ready for the next video. This next video is gonna be pretty good, right? And mates, I see you mates in the next time. Bye.